And they'll be taking on your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Before we begin our game this evening, we ask that you please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the teams, beginning with our guests from Olympia, starting with their reserves. Number 16, Will McElveen. Number 2, Donald Duen. Number 8, Derek Arrows. And number 1, Giancarlo Blanco. The starting libero for the Titans is senior number 3, Roberto Smith. And starting on the court for the Titans, serving first, is senior setter number 10, Michael Cunell. Serving second, junior middle and outside hitter number 5, Gabriel Dominguez. Third in the rotation for the Titans, junior outside hitter number 12, Alexander Fuentes. Serving fourth for the Titans, junior opposite and outside hitter number 9, Devin Clancy. Fifth in the rotation for Olympia, senior middle hitter number 14, Daniel Reddington. And finally for the Titans, serving sixth, sophomore outside hitter number 6, Colin Rose. And the head coach of the Titans, Skip Volkerson, with assistant coaches Stephanie Volkerson and Narlin Clancy Jr. and Aaron Figueroa. And now, let's meet your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Starting with their reserves, number 0, Joseph McCrae. Number 10, Vovsi Prophet. And number 24, Jonathan Mills. Starting on the court for the Mustangs, serving first, 5'7" freshman middle blocker, number 4, Adonis Davis. Serving second for the Mustangs, 6'1" junior right side hitter, number 15, Prince Daniel. Third in the rotation for the Mustangs, 6'2" sophomore outside hitter and middle blocker, number 1, Isaiah Bannister Duchette. Serving fourth for the Mustangs, 6'2" junior outside hitter, number 11, Pete Lewis. Fifth in the rotation for Wekiva, 5'9" freshman setter and opposite side hitter, number 3, Patricio Hernandez. And finally for the Mustangs, serving sixth is 5'11" freshman middle blocker and outside hitter, number 2, Jermaine Hardy. The head coach of the Mustangs, Jacina Lubin, and assistant coach Tim Putnam. The officials for today's game are from the Florida Professional Officials Association here in Orlando. We thank them for their dedicated service to our high school athletic programs and join them along with our participating schools, reminding everyone to make great sportsmanship a part of this and every athletic competition. For those of you here in the arena, we want to remind you that today's game is being live streamed on both YouTube and the NFHS Network. Originally, we thought we were only going to be able to do the robo camera today with NFHS Network because we had a conflict with softball and baseball, but we all got drowned out at the softball and baseball field earlier today, so that means we are here to do the full works live streaming broadcast of the volleyball game. So that means you can go to the Wekiva Sports channel on YouTube. Just pull up YouTube on your favorite computer, smart TV, or mobile device. Search for Wekiva Sports. Again, Wekiva Sports on your favorite computer, smart TV, or mobile device, and you can pull it up and watch for free. And a special welcome to those of you who have done just that. Welcome to Mustang Arena. My name is Mark Varchi, the voice of the Mustangs, and Sports Information Director here at Wekiva High School. I'll be taking you through tonight's home opener for the Mustang volleyball team. The Titans have the opening service of set number 1. Leading their rotation is number 10, Michael Cunell. If I say anybody's name wrong, holler at me. And we are underway. And we're going to start off with a Cunell with the ace. Side out, service to the Mustangs. Leading the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Adonis Davis. Service back to the Titans. Next in the rotation for Olympia, number 5, Gabriel Dominguez. Set attack coming from Fuentes. Mustangs return that one. Fuentes again, and this one is a little too hot. And on the attack error, it'll be a side out. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 15, Prince Daniel. Kill by Titans, number 9, Devin Clancy. His first tonight. Service returns to Olympia. 3 serving 2 now. And up next in the rotation, number 12, Alexander Fuentes. Mustang kill by number 11, Pete Lewis. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 1, Isaiah Bannister Duchette. So that ties the game at 3-all. Service is short, and it will be a service error. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 0, Joseph McCray. Titans kill by number 6, Colin Rose. His first tonight. Service continues for Clancy. Clancy with an ace. Kill by Colin Rose, and we'll pause for a Mustang timeout, their first of set number 1. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 7-3, the Titans lead after that kill on the previous service by Rose. And it's going to be an ace on this one. Titans ace picked up by number 9, Devin Clancy, his second. Mustang kill picked up by number 2, Jermaine Hardy. Titans kill by Colin Rose. And he'll also have the next service for Olympia. Rose with the serve, and it is wide right. Side out service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva will be Patricio Hernandez. But first, returning to the game for the Mustangs, number 1, Isaiah Bannister-Duchette. Nice looking dump there by Cunel, but the Mustangs are able to handle it. We go back over to the libero. Another dump by Cunel. Again, the Mustangs ready. Bannister-Duchette had the dig on that one. Attack here by Fuentes, and that'll fall. Alexander Fuentes gets the side out for Olympia. 11 serving 8 now, and next in the rotation is going to be number 10, Michael Cunel. Cunel's serve is a little too hot. Side out back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Adonis Davis. Good looking short serve. Clancy's able to come up and get it. Attack by Daniel, and it's a nice one. Prince Daniel on the Mustangs kill. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Adonis Davis. A little too much mustard on that serve. Side out to the Titans. Next in the rotation for Olympia, number 5, Gabriel Dominguez. At the net, it's Prince Daniel to get the side out for the Mustangs. Checking into the game for Olympia, number 2, Donald Nguyen. Clancy's attack is too low. Timing a little off on that one, and that will tie the game at 12. Titans kill picked up by number 9, Devin Clancy. That's his second tonight. Service returns to Olympia. Next in the rotation, number 2, Donald Nguyen. Nguyen's serve is a little too hot. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 1, Isaiah Bannister-Duchette. Set by Kunal. A short tap by Clancy. Mustangs there and ready for it, but some miscommunication as Hardy sets to no one who was ready for it, and that's a free point coming up for Olympia. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 24, Jonathan Mills. Adonis Davis just not quite able to get under that. And so the Titans take a 2-point lead for the first set. 15-13 the score now. Again, for those of you just joining us, welcome to Mustang Arena. We did not expect to be broadcasting on YouTube this evening. We thought we were still going to be out at baseball. That game got scratched after we all got drowned. Prince Daniel with a hot attack, in fact, a little too hot. It goes out over the end line. And the Titans take a 3-point lead. Titan kill by Colin Rose. His third tonight. Clancy with the serve. Received by Davis and swatted a little too hard by the Titans, and so that will end the streak. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 11, Pete Lewis. Kunal picks up the side out for the Titans. Next in the rotation for Olympia, number 14, Daniel Reddington. Titans kill by Colin Rose, his fourth. And some miscommunication will result in a free ball, a solo kill opportunity, and Kunal is there for it. Michael Kunal on the solo kill. Titans just 2 points away from taking the first set. They've been on a bit of a hot streak here after going back and forth with the Mustangs for the first 14 points on each side or so. Bannister Duchette. Low dig picked up there by Nguyen. And some mishandling will force a free ball. There comes a swat by Kunal, and the Mustangs are just barely going to get it over. And I believe that was Davis with the side out service to the Mustangs. Jonathan Mills serving for Wekiva. Strike that now serving for the Mustangs is Patricio Hernandez, number 3. Rose on the attack. Hernandez has it. Quick pass over to Daniel. Good look, but the Titans are able to get there. Lewis, too hot. Service returns to the Titans. That makes it 24-15. Set point Olympia. But first, returning to the game for the Mustangs, number 2, Jermaine Hardy. Rose with the serve. And poor handling on the other end. That takes us to the end of the first set. 25-15 is the final score of set number 1. And the Titans will lead the match 1-9. We'll be back in a moment. The Mustangs have the opening service of set number 2. Leading the rotation, number 4, Adonis Davis. Side out to the Titans, leading their rotation in the second set, number 10, Michael Kunel. Kunel picks up the ace, his third tonight. Kunel now up to 5 aces total. He has not had a service returned successfully by the Mustangs yet here in the second set. That one will finally go back over the net in territory, and an attack error by McElveen will cause a side-out service to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 15, Prince Daniel. Titan kill by number 16, Will McElveen. Service to the Titans, but first, checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 10, Vosi Prophet. Errors at the net will put another point on the board, and Olympia is on a hot streak to start the second set. That streak will end there, though, as the ball goes into the net on the serve. Side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 1, Isaiah Bannister Duchette. Mustang block by Pete Lewis. Tip kill by Michael Kunel. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 0, Joseph McCrae. And now serving for Olympia, number 9, Devin Clancy. That comes in hot for Davis. Mustangs trying to save this one, and unfortunately for the Mustangs, McCrae not able to get it over in bounds. And so that will be an ace for Clancy. Swing and a miss for Prince Daniel. And another ace for Clancy. He's up to 4 on the night now, and it gives the Titans a 10-3 lead here here in the second set. Another ace for Clancy. He's now up to 5. Mustangs are able to bring that one in. A quick solo attack by the Titans is returned, and we've got trouble at the net as Vosi Profit is not quite sure what to do with it. It'll be a free point coming to Olympia. They now lead 12-3. Titans killed by number 16, Will McElvin. Clancy picks up the ace, his 7th. And finally, the Titans make a mistake. Reddington not able to get it over. Service back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 11, Pete Lewis. And Lewis picks up the ace. Service back to the Titans. Next up, number 16, Will McElvin. McElvin on the ace. Another ace from McElvin. Checking into the game for Olympia, number 8, Derek Arouse. Prince Daniel with an attack that's a little too hot. Free point for the Titans. They now lead 19-5 here in the second set after taking the first set 25-15. Mustangs kill by number 11, Pete Lewis. Serving next for the Mustangs, Vosi Profit. Derek Arrows with the kill. Next to serve, number 14, Daniel Reddington. That probably would have been out, but the Mustangs went after it anyway. So it counts just the same. Kuhnel punches it over, but it's off target. Service back to the Mustangs. Returning to the game for Wekiva, number 1. That's Isaiah Bannister-Duchette. And Jermaine Hardy now serving. Nice block at the net by Duchette. Here he comes again. He'll try for the solo kill, not there. Set to Dominguez. Mustangs ready for that one. Coming to Kuhnel. No, excuse me, that's McElvin. And he's got it. Will McElvin on the Titans kill. His third tonight. Derek Arrows now serving for the Titans. Little miscommunication there, kind of late to the party. Bannister gets to it. Mustangs settle for a free ball. Off speed. Good deception by Dominguez. And the Mustangs will not be able to react in time for that. And the Mustangs bat around the ball, but can't get it there in 3 hits. And Clancy jumped a little too early on that one. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next to serve for Wekiva, number 4, Adonis Davis. Soft touch by Gabriel Dominguez. Picks up the side out for Olympia. His second kill tonight. Set point Titans. Next to serve, number 10, Michael Kuhnel. Titans are called into the net. That'll be a side out to the Mustangs. Next to serve for the Mustangs, number 15, Prince Daniel. Battle at the net, and it's going to be Gabriel Dominguez with the last word of the second set. His third kill tonight, and it's a 25-9 win for the Titans in set number 2. The Titans now lead the match 2-0. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. The Titans have the opening service of set number 3. Leading their rotation once again, number 10, Michael Kunel. And we are underway for the third set. Titans with a 2-0 lead so far. And we start with an ace. That's ace number 6 for Kunel. Miscommunication there. And it results in a lift called on the Mustangs. So the Titans open the third set 2-0. Service to the Mustangs, leading the rotation this set is number 4, Adonis Davis. Prince Daniel wins the battle at the net. His second kill tonight. McAlvin on the kill, service to the Titans. Checking into the game to serve for Olympia, number 1, Giancarlo Blanco. Some of the Mustangs thought that might have been out, but they hit it anyway. Daniel a little late on the attack. It goes into the net. 4 serving 2 now for the Titans. And Daniel not quite able to clear the net on that one. 2 good-looking attacks from him in a row. Just the timing was a bit off. Back in play. Bannister has the serve receive. Lewis lobs it over on a sort of free ball. Davis has to chase it all the way to the corner. Mustangs will settle for a free ball again. And a powerful shot coming in, and Will McElvin on the kill. His 5th tonight. Isaiah Bannister-Doucette picks up his first kill of the set. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 15, Prince Daniel. Checking into the game for Olympia, number 5, Gabriel Dominguez. Prince Daniel with the Mustangs ace. That cuts the Titan lead to 6-5. Here in set number 3, the Mustangs must win this set in order to continue the match. Prince Daniel picks up back-to-back aces to tie the set at 6. Titans kill by number 16. Well, McElveen, his 6th kill tonight. Service returns to Olympia. Next up for the Titans, Devin Clancy. Clancy picks up the ace. That's his 8th. Prince Daniel picks up the side out for the Mustangs. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 10, Fosi Prophet. Isaiah Bannister now serving. Lewis narrowly avoids the lift, but Adonis Davis can't quite get it on target going over the net. Returning to the game for the Mustangs, number 0, Joseph McCrae. Side out to the Titans and Will McElveen. McElveen on the ace. Back-to-back aces. 4 total for him tonight. And the Titans now on a bit of a streak. After having the game tied at 6, they now lead 11-7 for the third set. Of course, varsity sets are best of 5, so a victory here in the third would secure the match for the Titans. Streak will end there, though, as the serve goes into the net. Side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva will be number 11, Pete Lewis. But first, Titans have a sub. Went on the kill. Reddington is now serving for Olympia. Prophet with a nice looking attack there. Titans handle it though. Here comes a hot take from McElveen, but it's too hot in fact, and goes past the end line. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 10, Vofsi Prophet. And a service error there will cause a side out to the Titans. Next in the rotation, number 2, Donald Gwen. Kill by number 10, Michael Kuno. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next to serve for Wekiva will be Jermaine Hardy, but first, Isaiah Bannister returns. Chucked over by Davis. Isaiah Bannister with the solo kill at the net. Jermaine Hardy serving. Excuse me, Prince Daniel was the one who actually touched it. Service back to the Titans. Michael Kuno. Service back to the Mustangs now. Next up for Wekiva, number 4, Adonis Davis. Clancy with the attack error. Mustangs close to within 2. Isaiah Bannister on the Mustangs block. Mustangs have closed the gap to 1 after an anemic second set. They've come on strong in the third and been much more competitive. Here comes Davis with the serve. Titan kill by Will McKelvin. That's his 7th kill tonight. Service to the Titans. Checking in to serve for Olympia, number 1, Giancarlo Blanco. Isaiah Bannister on the Mustangs kill. I was just about to say that was too close to the net for him to get, and then he went and got it anyway. Returning to the game for the Titans, number 5, Gabriel Dominguez. Next to serve for the Mustangs, number 15, Prince Daniel. Kuno looked like he was going to set, but instead he dumps it over. Kuno picks up his 7th kill of the evening. Service back to Olympia. Next in their rotation, number 9, Devin Clancy. And Bannister hits the antenna. Service error. Side out to the Mustangs. Isaiah Bannister up next. Daniel Reddington on the Titan kill. Service back to the Titans. But first, checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 0, Joseph McCray. And the Mustangs are just not able to chase it down after the serve receive went into the ceiling. So McElvin picks up his 5th ace. Mustangs have to send it right back over. Titan kill by Nguyen. A little help from Reddington. 21-16, Titans now closing in on the match. If they can get 4 more here before the Mustangs catch up with them. That's a start. McElvin on the ace. That's now 6 for him. He's got 7 kills as well. Actually, the same stats as Michael Kunel, who also has 7 kills and 6 aces. That's not really an ace in the classical sense, but it's still an unreturned serve. And that puts the Titans within 2 of taking it. McElvin picks up his 7th ace of the night. Match point, Titans. Comes right back over. McElvin causes a battle at the net with Kunel. Free ball coming back. Kunel tries to get a solo kill. Not there for him. Here comes Prince Daniel, and it's into the net. That takes us to the end of the match. The Titans with a 3-0 victory for the match after a 25-16 win in the 3rd set. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out to support your Titan and Mustang athletes tonight. Thanks also to those of you who tuned in on our YouTube channel, Wekiva Sports, or to the NFHS Network. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel before you leave. And those of you here in the arena, make sure that you subscribe as well in case there are any games, not just in volleyball, but in any sport, that you're not able to join us in person. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well, at Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and much more. Speaking of WekivaMustangs.com, there you will find the complete volleyball schedule, where you will also learn that the Mustangs are going to be on the road for a while. March 4th at Windermere, March 25th at Cypress Creek after we get back from the break, April 1st at Apopka, April 6th at Evans. Your next chance to catch Wekiva at home is coming up April 8th, more than a month away, and that'll be against Bishop Moore, coming up at 6 p.m. April 8th. We hope you'll join us for that. Those of you in the arena, please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Those of you tuning in online, thanks for joining us tonight. Good night from Mustang Arena.